One morning, the district's most senior officer, DM Mafia, decided to go to the market in plain clothes. No uniform, no official car, just simplicity. Her face was calm and confident, but no one could have guessed that this humble-looking woman was actually the most powerful officer in the district. Mafia stopped by a vegetable cart where a woman, around 30 years old, was selling vegetables. With a gentle smile, Mafia asked about the prices. Just then, a little boy came running, hugged the woman, and said, "Mom, please take me to school. I'm getting late, or the teacher will scold me." The woman replied, "Wait a little, dear. Let me first serve this lady, then I'll take you." But the boy insisted, "Please, Mom, let's go now." Seeing this, DM Mafia's heart softened. She smiled and said, "You go drop your son off at school. I'll manage a stall in the meantime." The woman hesitated, but then felt encouraged by Mafia's kind tone. "Okay, sister," she said. "I'll hurry back." She took her son by the hand and left. While Mafia stood there observing the surroundings, a motorcycle stopped near the cart. The man on it was Inspector Rody Khan. He smirked and teased, "Oh, since when did you start selling vegetables? Where's the owner of this cart?" Before Mafia could reply, the vegetable seller returned. Seeing the inspector, her face turned pale with fear. She said nervously, "Inspector, sir, please take whatever you need." The inspector arrogantly ordered, "Half a kilo of tomatoes, 1 kilo of okra, and half a kilo of peas." The woman quickly packed the vegetables and handed them over. Without paying, the inspector got back on his bike and left. Mafia was stunned. She stood silently for a while and then asked the woman, "Sister, why didn't you take the money from him?" Tears welled up in the woman's eyes. "Madam, he comes every day and takes vegetables without paying. If I ask for money, he threatens to take away my cart. If that happens, how will I feed my children? So I stay silent and give him whatever he wants." Mafia was shaken to her core. The very people meant to uphold the law were mocking it. She said firmly, "Sister, from now on this won't happen. I promise you justice. Tomorrow I'll be here myself. You go home, and I'll sell the vegetables. Let's see what happens when he comes again." The woman nodded with tears of gratitude. The next morning, Mafia returned, dressed like a simple woman, without makeup or uniform. She stood by the cart, ready to face the truth. Soon, Inspector Rody Khan arrived again. "Oh, you're here again?" he sneered. "Who are you to this woman? You were here yesterday too." Mafia calmly replied, "I'm her sister. I'm helping her today." The inspector laughed mockingly. "You're prettier than your sister," he said, eyeing her from head to toe. "Give me a kilo of tomatoes and some coriander." Mafia packed the vegetables and handed them to him. As he started his motorcycle, she said firmly, "Sir, please pay for the vegetables. You haven't paid yet." He scowled. "What payment? I take vegetables for free every day. Ask your sister. Don't ever ask me for money again." Mafia replied with quiet strength, "You might not pay my sister, but you will pay me. We work hard for this. When people like you take things for free, you steal our livelihood." The inspector's face turned red with anger. He slapped Mafia across the face. She stumbled, but steadied herself. Furious yet composed, she said, "You've raised your hand on a woman. You will pay for this." The inspector growled, "You'll teach me a lesson? I'm the inspector here. I could buy you if I wanted. Keep talking, and I'll throw you in jail." He sped off on his bike. Mafia controlled her anger, called the vegetable seller, and told her to return. Then she quietly left for home. She changed into her official yellow outfit and headed straight to the police station. When she arrived, the inspector wasn't there. Another policeman was sitting at the desk. Mafia said, "I want to file a report against Inspector Rody Khan. I need to meet the show." The constable replied, "Inspector is at home, and Shah sir is out in the field. Please wait." After a while, the show entered. He looked at Mafia in her plain yellow dress and asked rudely, "Who are you? What do you want?" Calmly, Mafia said, "I want to file a report." The show laughed. "A report? You got the money for it?" Filing a report costs 10 to 15,000 rupees. Pay first, then I'll write it. Mafia's face turned serious. What money? There's no fee for justice. Why are you asking for a bribe? The show chuckled. Who told you that? No one gets a report here for free. Mafia said coldly. Fine. Here's 10,000 now. Write the report. As the show took the money, he asked, Who's the complaint against? Mafia's tone hardened. Inspector Rody Khan. He harasses a poor woman daily, takes vegetables without paying, and assaulted me when I asked for payment. I demand action! The SHO's face turned pale. He's a senior officer here, he muttered nervously. Besides, what's wrong with taking free vegetables? We're police officers. Now Mafia understood everything. The corruption ran deep. She quietly left the station, but fire burned in her eyes. The next day, Mafia arrived again, this time in full official uniform, in her government car, with guards beside her. The entire police staff froze. Inside, both the show and Inspector Rody Khan were present. Seeing Mafia, they turned white with fear. Who are you? They stammered. Why are you wearing a police uniform? Mafia's eyes blazed with authority. Can't you see? I am DM Mafia, District Magistrate. I now know everything. How you exploit the poor, take bribes, and mock the law. Both officers were trembling. Madam, if you are really the DM, show us your ID. Mafia calmly took out her official government ID card. The SHO's! Hands shook as he read it. His face drained of color. He immediately began apologizing. Madam, I didn't know. Please forgive me. Behind him, Inspector Rody Khan was also trembling. Madam, I made a big mistake. It won't happen again. But Mafia's voice thundered. You are both suspended from duty effective immediately. You wore this uniform to serve the people, not to abuse them. From today, you are removed from your posts. Legal action will follow. The entire police station fell silent. Mafia had proven that the uniform is not power, it is responsibility. Tears filled the officers' eyes. Madam, you're right, they said. We've done wrong. Please, give us one last chance. We promise never to hurt anyone again or take bribes. If we do, send us straight to jail. Mafia paused, then said, Fine, I forgive you, but this is your final chance. If I hear a single complaint again, you will lose your jobs forever. Both officers bowed with tears of shame and respect. As DM Mafia walked out, she looked at the rest of the staff and said, The police uniform is not meant to intimidate. It is meant to protect and reassure. Serve your duty with honesty and earn the blessings of the people. Because when officers like Mafia exist, society doesn't fall apart. It rises and shines.